What if a black hole appeared near Earth? Imagine this. You're walking down the street, looking at the sky like any other day. But suddenly a black spot appears, floating in the sky, distorting the light around it as if the universe had a broken bubble. It's not a spaceship, nor a cloud. It's a black hole, and it's here, near Earth. What would happen? How much time do we have left? Could we do anything? What is a black hole and why is it so scary? A black hole isn't just an object in space, it's an invisible beast with gravity so strong that nothing can escape it, not even light. It's born when a very massive star collapses under its own weight. What's left is a point with infinite mass and almost zero size, the singularity. What makes it terrifying isn't just its strength, but that it's silent, invisible, and ruthless. You can't see it coming, and when you do, it's probably too late. Let's suppose it didn't form on Earth because that would require destroying it in the process, but magically appeared about 100 million kilometers away, more or less the distance between the Earth and the Sun. Seems like a lot, right? But don't underestimate a black hole. First, nothing would seem to happen. But astronomers would notice something strange. The orbits of the planets would begin to change slightly, as if someone were pulling the cosmic rug. The black hole's gravity would affect the Sun and the planets, changing their trajectories. Depending on its mass, it could even pull Earth out of its orbit or cause us to rush towards it like a stone thrown into the void. If the black hole were as close as the moon, chaos would be total. The tides would become brutal. Entire oceans would rise like walls of water. Tectonic plates would fracture. It would be as if the entire planet suffered a heart attack. Volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tsunamis, instant climate changes. The atmosphere would be ripped away little by little and our planet would become a dry husk, if it's not swallowed first. If the black hole were far enough away to give us time, the first thing that would happen is the temperature would change drastically. If it pulls Earth out of its orbit, we would move away from the sun and the planet would freeze. The oxygen would condense, the oceans would turn into solid ice. But if, on the contrary, it pulled us towards it, we would have an even worse fate. Spaghettification. Yes, you heard right. Spaghettification. As we get closer to the black hole, its gravity increases so much that the difference between your head and your feet would be immense. You would be stretched like pasta, centimeter by centimeter, until every atom in your body was in a thin line, before disappearing forever into the darkness. And the worst part is that from the outside, someone would see you frozen in time, while you would feel like everything happens in thousandths of a second. A death outside of time. Space agencies would surely try to launch desperate missions, ships with selected humans, trying to leave the solar system to look for a new home. But the speed we would need would be unimaginable. Most likely, we wouldn't have time. Even if the black hole were light years away, its influence would be felt, and panic, despair, and social chaos would collapse human structures before space itself. No, a black hole cannot be destroyed with weapons. You can't throw bombs at it or go inside to turn it off. The only thing we could do is run away. But of course, where do you run when the monster is chasing you on a cosmic scale? Now put on your science fiction suit. Some scientists have proposed that if we controlled the necessary technology, we could use a black hole as an energy source. The radiation it emits when devouring matter could power entire civilizations. The idea of using one as a time machine has even been raised because time near a black hole slows down, but that's another video. If you had the opportunity to board a ship to escape Earth, would you do it knowing that you would leave everything behind? Or would you stay to live out your last days at home?